Hey, it's Tara. Let's talk about the upside of a bad day because everybody has them. So we can stop pretending that we're not ever supposed to have a bad day or that we're not ever allowed to vent. You don't want to get into a habit of chronic complaining. You don't want to get into sulking in this negative victimized mindset. You really want to make sure that you are actively using strategies to pull yourself out of there and not get stuck in those places. But the reality of life is that you're going to have a bad day, and there's an upside to those bad days. The first upside is that tomorrow is probably going to be better, and as cliche as that sounds, it at least gives you the opportunity to have a better day. So if yesterday was a nightmare, unless it's a monumental event or trauma, there's a pretty good chance that your next day is going to be better. And so you can always flip up a bad day by fast forwarding out of it, which is what am I going to do tomorrow and what's there to look forward to tomorrow, and at least I made it through the day. I remember earlier in life when I was a single parent of babies, and every day just felt so excruciating and there was trauma in the midst of all that. And instead of just thinking positive thoughts and got to make it through to the weekend didn't matter because every day was just the same kind of pulling exhaustion after another. The way I got through some of the worst days during that time was just to know that all I needed to do was make it until 9 o'clock. All I needed to do was make it to the end of one day. It doesn't have to be huge. So shrink it down a bit. The next day is probably going to be better. And that's a really simple way of pulling yourself out of this moment, is knowing that the next moment can change at any moment. Every moment is in itself whatever you're going to make it to be, however you're going to frame it in your own mind. So perspective is really powerful if you can start taking a step back and looking at your life in that way, giving it some perspective. Some days are just lousy, or you just feel lousy in them, and that's allowed. So the other things that you can do to pull yourself out of those, though, you get to have a vent session with your best girlfriend or your best guy friend or your partner or whoever you vent to. You want to keep it time limited. You want to keep it short and tight. And so for me, that usually involves a girlfriend of mine will come over, we'll have wine. There's lots of swearing. That's a good stress relief. It kind of brings everything out. But with the swearing comes a lot of laughter and humor. So there is the connection part. Connect with somebody that you trust, that you feel good around, that you could be yourself around. Connect with people that are having a good day, because energy is contagious. So don't wallow with people that are having the worst days of their life when you're having a really bad day. So always kind of level up with energy to change any of your states. So connection, humor is huge. If you're going to bed any day of any week, and it doesn't have to be a bad day, but if you're going to bed and you haven't laughed out loud at least once in that day, there's something wrong. Laughter and humor are signs of a healthy nervous system. They're really important for multiple levels of healing and optimism. And if we go a day without looking at something beautiful and without laughing out loud, those are two areas of stress relief that we are missing that are so easy to find. Just go on YouTube and search out talking animals, or the BBC Talking Animals is one of my favorites. I can't stop laughing when I watch that. But I refuse to go to bed as a lifestyle practice unless I have laughed out loud at least once a day. Ideally, we'd be around people that make us laugh until our belly hurts or until our face cramps up. Those are the best kind of people to be around, and that's when our brain is kind of sizzling at its finest. That's where we want to find that state more of the time. It's excellent for healing in every way. It's also excellent for stress reduction. You want to do all your self-care techniques. If you need time alone, if you need extra sleep, all of those things, but swearing and humor and connection and realizing that this state, like every state, is temporary and it will pass. These are ways to get through your bad day. Not every day is going to last forever. Not every day is supposed to be great. If we never had a bad day, we would never know what it feels like to celebrate a great day. So if today has been a lousy day for you, try some of those things. Don't go to bed without laughing on any day, no matter what. Find people that make you laugh, that you can be yourself around, and know that tomorrow's going to be better. When you wake up in the morning, trust and tell yourself that it's going to be better. You set yourself up for success in a million ways when you do that. So I hope tomorrow is a great day for you if today wasn't. Would love to hear your bad day, good day stories. Keep in touch. Until next time, I hope you're well.